Hello and welcome to this week's reflection on Clair Obscur. This week was a little different, not because I rushed through it, not because I suddenly got better at the game, but because the game shifted underneath me. I decided to play earlier in the day for one session. I think that changed things quite a bit. I was a little bit sharper, more patient. I still died a lot, but I wasn't drained after a long day. Then the story did something I genuinely didn't see coming. The hurdle that I couldn't overcome. Renoir, defeated. He was tough, but not impossible. After a few attempts, and a lot of deaths, I got his timer down just enough to scrape by. It didn't take as long as I expected, and I think playing fresh helped me more than I realised. Beating him pushed me straight into the fight with the Paintress, and it was incredible. Now I'm not saying she was easy, I died a lot, but once I realised parrying wasn't the right answer and started leaning more into dodging instead, the whole rhythm changed. I also swapped some pictos after getting a good one from Renoir, which made a massive difference. After defeating the Paintress, everyone returned to Lumiere. It really did feel like a victory. I thought the game was over. Then Verso read Alice's letter, and everything fell apart. The world we've been trying to save, it exists inside a painting. The Paintress wasn't destroying Wonder, she was protecting it. Protecting Verso's memory. With her gone, the creator, the real Renoir, can erase everything. It was all for nothing. After this, I pushed back through Lumiere and reached Renoir again, to which now feels like the final boss. The first phase, I barely survived. The second phase got absolutely smashed. In between the two phases, the Paintress reappears in the background, fighting with Serene whilst I'm trying not to die. Having two titans fight in the background was awesome. It reminded me of the final fight in Death Stranding 2. I'm sorry if you haven't played it yet. I don't want to spoil games for anyone. Ultimately, I failed in my attempts during this session. The next session, more attempts, more failure. So I decided to take a step back, level up, explore, maybe slow down a little. This week taught me something important. I couldn't just parry my way out of a problem, and dodging was definitely the better system to use. Realising this saved me in the first Renoir encounter and the fight against the Paintress. The dodge system just clicked better in those moments. Renoir though, his attacks feel like they can almost have no tell. I just can't read him properly. And there's a clear gap between where my characters are and when they need to be. So instead of slamming into the wall over and over and over, I'm choosing to level Verso, Maelle and Lune, explore the areas I've missed and look for better weapons and pictos. I've decided that Maelle and Monoko are cool characters, but right now they're not carrying fights for me. This is the first time I've decided to stop pushing the main story and just explore the world for a while. The moments this week were huge. Maelle being Alice wasn't a total surprise, the character models were just too similar. But the full truth behind it? Insane. The world we're saving is inside a painting created by Verso. Paintress is his grieving mother, keeping the world alive to preserve his memory. The original family are known as Painters. Verso gave his life to save Alice from Writers, another group with abilities like theirs, I think. Alice entered the painting to save her father, and was reborn as Maelle inside the canvas. It's layered, and tragic, and I could never have predicted this direction. I'm genuinely impressed by the way the story twists and moves in ways you can just never see coming. The second phase of the Paintress fight. Fighting on Esquier while her giant form towers over Lumiere was such a strong visual moment. And then later during the Renoir fight, seeing the Paintress return in the background destroying axons while I'm barely surviving. Two titans battling while I'm trying not to be erased. Also, the music in Lumiere whilst running up to Renoir, it genuinely sounds like a duel between Herman Lee and Tim Henson. For someone who loves heavy music, and I'm not saying that the soundtrack is, it was awesome to hear such great soloing of an electric guitar. A little frustrated, but not defeated, and that's the difference. Yes, I spent an entire session failing against Renoir, and that sucked. Instead of forcing it, I'm choosing to take a step back and grow stronger. I'm excited to explore the parts of the world I missed before. If we're going to save the painted world, or at least try to, I want to fully explore it. So this week didn't end with victory, it ended with a new perspective. Thank you for watching. Until next time, we continue.